This motherfucker ammo. God damn.
J1.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
With the eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, it's a battle for one team to join the greatest to ever play the game between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, happy to have you with us. And this is an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know. We've watched it through the centuries. Right? We know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win. It's just the third Super Bowl. David Tyree's helmet catch as those Giants shock the Patriots in their perfection. They too got past the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the NFL's best stories as of late, a former third overall pick, Brock, who has revitalized his NFL career, Sam Darnold.
Kate, I can only imagine what's running through his mind right now. What an arduous fight across the entire NFC postseason to get to this moment. And I think this is one of those moments that you just go back in that backyard as a kid and close your eyes and you dreamed of when you were little, and you're living in it right now.
Torrey Horton, his intended receiver. So second down coming up.
Brings up second and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Look at that power, deep left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. The intended target there was Torrey Horton, so they're left facing third and long. And it's taking chances like that help make them a postseason team, Brock. You're going to need to connect on at least a couple of those in this game.
Exactly. These are the types of plays we expect from every team in the postseason, right? Well-timed risks and an aggressive mindset that reflects all the stakes of each of them.
And the Patriots get there and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
Fourth down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. Has it at the 37. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers, leading the AFC champions out on a Super Bowl Sunday. The journey? Well, it's only become more difficult every step along the way, from the regular season through each run of the playoffs. And it's prepared him for the moment he's walking in right now. That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Here we go, throw.
Here's made in the air. That's a Super Bowl caliber stop right there as they finish that play off behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
May now to throw on third. Bails out of the pocket quick. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a New England first down.
Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
First down from the 42. They go play action. Here's May. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. They can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game, and that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
After the sack could really use a big play here on second down. It's 2nd and 15. Henderson here from the gun. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Flush down out to his left. He's going for it himself. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and forced a fourth down.
Patriots punt team coming out for the former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Darnold. He will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Here's a screen now for Walker. This is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First down, Seahawks.
So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. He's brought down by the veteran, Carlton Davis.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
This is Walker on second. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
15. And the Seahawks first down.
We're going to start.
Staying with Walker. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Patriots' 20-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
I got a sense, Kate. He went to bed last night dreaming, can I get a sack? Can I find a way to get to the quarterback? Well, he didn't do it just once. He's now done it twice.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
A 48-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And they are able to get their first 3 points of this game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Dearness Johnson to return it. Escapes the defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Patriots offense headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. First call here coming from the shotgun. Operating from the gun, here's May. He completes it in traffic. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
From the gun, it's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Shotgun handoff to Anderson. This is ahead for about 5. Byron Murphy there to make the play. Not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. May now from the gun. Will get it complete to Travion Henderson. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Okay, running backs might not be the most accomplished route runners, certainly compared to the receivers. But when it comes to body control, strength, making a catch through contact, this guy just showed out.
New set of downs from 37. Here's May on 1st and 10. Play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down.
May now. Buying some time right. He takes it himself. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now we're going going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Drop this to Henderson underneath. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on 4th. Trying to throw for it with May. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing on first. Here's Darnold.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go. Second down. Darnold looking to throw. He'll try and run this. And he's going to slide in safely after a gain of about 9. Productive effort there, though it does still bring up third down. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Back to throw it. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. Brings it in at the 12. Off to the races, middle of the field. And a dive forward, a couple of more, a little exclamation point on some great starting field position.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our studios in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and we'll keep it brief because the scoring has been brief. Just 1 field goal as we play on 3-0. I was promised there'd be touchdowns, so let's find out if we could get one in the 3rd quarter. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Final halftime adjustments of the season are out of the way. It's time to put them into action here. Quarter 3 of the Super Bowl is underway. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Patriots offense out there to start this 3rd quarter. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. First down, May. Short pass brought in. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Stevenson with another carry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. Bryce Behringer, the one to send it away. And plenty of hang time on this one. Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. And he's across midfield into Patriots territory. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. Punt it. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Pulled in at the 20. He dodged the tackle. The New England offense running out now. And come off 3 and out, Brock. They really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. May. Completed over the middle. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Buys time, rolling right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
May looking to throw. Buying some time left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Third and long for him here. Has it downfield working the left. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
And he sends this one straight up. He's trying to stick him deep. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. at their own 29-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Play fake, Darnold. Pressure comes, and there's no place to go. The Patriots got him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. Now Darnold off the play action. Look at all. Darnold hit, and he fumbles it. And he mitigates the damage by falling on it, but still a loss on that play. Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. It's the Seahawks in front as they sense a 2nd title is within their reach. Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. Darnold now to throw. Dumped off to his running back. Ooh, found a soft spot, crosses the 25. And he's able to get it to the 33-yard line.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Now he starts from the 6. And he gets him what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out. Here's New England, ready once again on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a heartbeat. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Here's the pistol snap to May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a 1-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know.
The ball is out. They lost it. And that should be Seahawks football.
You know, in a situation like that, I mean, this is a perfect situation in football. Offensively, just get out of your own end zone. But those defenses, they can just smell it. It's like they taste it, and they know you've got your back against the wall. They're aggressive. They take the ball away. That is a win-win for this defense.
The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. They'll give up the gut to Walker. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks grow their lead off the turnover. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks make it a 10-point ball game.
Seahawks 10, Patriots nothing.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Johnson now on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Patriots offense all set to go. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Andre Stevenson makes the catch. And this one doesn't go far. They're running things at double time.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26.
Second down pass play coming. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
On the coverage.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Need to be working quickly here.
And the Patriots first down.
Throwing again. It's May. He's got a man left. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
To number 13. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Offense in the hurry up now.
It's a gain of a yard.
May on 1st and 10. It's complete to Hunter Henry. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
First down throw for May. And he can't make the hook up on the deep ball. That's incomplete.
That is somebody it's tough to truly overthrow, but it can happen. And I know what he was thinking, Kate. I'm going to put this in the spot where only my guy gets it. Problem was, that spot was even too high for him.
And he scores. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots make it a 4-point game here in the 4th.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, will tie this game in the 4th.
Patriots 7.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. We motion the tight end over. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. Into the red zone. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks making a 9-point advantage. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end. Pressure gets there, right side, it's blocked.
I could feel the anger all the way up here, Kate. They did not like giving up the big play, the lengthy touchdown. And they decided to release a little bit of that frustration via the special teams. That juice, that energy, you could feel it overwhelmed there and led to the block.
Johnson with a return here. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
Here's May on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10, still from the 30. They go play action. Here's May. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Throw here, 3rd down. Headed out right. He's going to run for it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's May to the air. Rolling out to his left. Oh, he's going for it again. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a New England 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Patriots losing by 9. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10.
You're on the ball.
Throwing is May. He rolls to his right. Oh, he's calling his own number again. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Patriots trying to hustle everyone up to the line.
4-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Five. You there.
May now from the gun. Vacates quickly left side. Took off with it again. That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. So the offense was right to be walking backwards. The flag does go against them. The penalty makes this a 3rd and 6. Throwing now. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock, but it does force a 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Well, simply put, Brock, they absolutely need to have the conversion here on 4th down. Desperation time here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it, thanks to the turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They're going to pass it here. Dumps it off to his running back. And he gets the Seahawk 1st down, Brock, and that should finish off this win for him. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Here's a design run. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. And in their first appearance in over a decade, Brock, I know we're both excited about this one. The Seattle Seahawks, Super Bowl champions for a 2nd time. Well, Brock, you and I talk about this often, multiple times throughout the regular season. List of greats who've never made it to this moment. It's enormous. Some of the best to ever do it across 100+ years of football. And those greats could not do what these players have just done.
No, because it was a group, and such a special group, brought together from so many different pasts, but it bonded and formed one of these teams so strong together that Super Bowl became a legitimate possibility for them. This moment never gets old. Fate and circumstance linked together when this season began. And now, with this win, it will link all these guys together forever as champions.
So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock Heward and myself, that's going to do it on another fantastic NFL season. We cannot wait to catch you all again in the fall. I'm Kate Scott. Wherever and however you've been watching, please get home safe tonight, everybody. Good night from Santa Clara.
Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get you caught up on. Why don't we start out in Foxborough? The Patriots at home to take on the Seattle Seahawks. And it's the veteran Gerald Everett. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. It's a 73-yard catch and run to the house.